If f of x equal 9 times sine of x to the x, find f prime of 3. All right, because I have a variable in the exponent and I don't have any kind of derivative rules to deal with taking a derivative when it's in the exponent, I'm going to take the log of both sides and use log properties to get it out of the exponent. So natural log, you have to take it of the whole side together, so 9 times sine of x to the x. Now, we have to be careful because we want to use a log property to take this x and bring it in front, but the x is not on the 9, it's only on the sine x. So I couldn't just bring it out in front right now because in order to bring it out in front, it would have had to be right here on the whole thing, including the 9. So what I'm going to need to do first is use log properties to split up. This is the product. So I have the natural log of f of x equal the natural log of 9 plus the natural log of sine of x, and now I can bring that x out in front because it's only on the sine x. So be careful that x doesn't come out in front until you've split up the 9 and the sine x part. Okay, now I'm ready to take the derivative of both sides. The derivative of the natural log of f of x is 1 over f of x times the derivative of f of x, so I'll just write that f prime of x. The derivative of ln 9 is just a constant, it's just a number. You could put it in your calculator, it would spit out the number, so the derivative of a constant is 0, so that's gone. Then looking at this next piece, that is a product, x times ln of sine x, so I'm going to need to do a product rule. First, times the derivative of the second. The derivative of natural log of sine x is 1 over sine x times the derivative of sine x, which is cosine x. And then that was the product rule, first times the derivative of the second plus the second, which is ln of sine of x, times the derivative of the first, and the first function was x, derivative is 1. So there we go, and f prime of x then would equal multiplying the f of x over, but we're going to put it like it's original. I'm going to write it in front, 9 times sine of x to the x. That was this f of x. I multiplied this side by it and I multiplied it over here, but I wrote it out in terms of x. And then times x, you can write this as cotangent of x if you want, but I'm going to need to put it in a calculator, so I'm going to just leave it times cosine x over sine x, and then plus natural log of sine x. Okay, now I wanted to know the derivative at 3. So I'm going to take that derivative and I'm going to put in 3. So that's going to be 9 times the sine of 3 to the third times 3 times cosine of 3 over sine of 3 plus natural log of the sine of 3. So I need to now just make sure I get that in the calculator correctly. And when I do that, it looks like I get negative 0.581848.